Hey everybody, welcome back to another building video. So today I am doing a cute build, how I would call it, and this is not really my style, but I saw so many people lately doing builds like this that I just really wanted to do one. So if you think I failed, let me know, but I think for me I managed to do an okay job. It took me a while. Like, this complete build took me 3 hours, and for some people that is not too much, but for me that's actually really a lot, because I am a fast builder myself. So actually going in 3 hours to build this was a hell of a time. So yeah, why isn't this my style? It's a first of all, it's very bright, very white, very flowery, and I am not the actual type for white-ish builds, but I saw so many awesome people pull it off. And although I do not like white myself, in my house walls are white. I can like white stuff, but I am never that attracted to it. It's not something I associate with myself, so I can like it, but I would not have it, if you understand what I mean. But I guess I was like, I know what I find cute, what I think is adorable, so I guess I could try to make a house that I think is in some way cute. That was actually my way of thinking, so let me know how I did and if I did well. So this video is uploaded later than planned because of some stuff that was going on. I tweeted about it and I will not go into too much detail. But yeah, some things are going in between the videos, so I might sometimes upload a video a bit later on the day, or maybe even at the day at all. But I have managed to get this video up. I will be recording a video later tonight to make sure that Friday's video is there, and I will also do my best to upload or to record next week's videos. Let me think. I do have a additional video of me going through the new pack I bought. I bought this combinational pack of Parenthood and 2 stuff packs, and I actually have that video ready, so I might just switch it out if I don't have enough time to manage it. I just haven't found a date that I will actually be able to upload that video, so might just well get around it and look where it will be uploaded. So back to this house. It will be a 2-story level house. As you can see, I'm currently working on that, but I wanted to work differently, because normally these types of houses, whether it's more classical style or like this type of house, not necessarily the color or the style, but this layout of house with the roofs and the porch in front, I have a standard way of building them, right? So I will have the stairs in the hallway, I will have the kitchen in the back, this and this there. I will always try to make it a certain layout because I like that layout, but I didn't want to go that way this time. I wanted to make it a bit different. So what did I do? It's a 2-bedroom house with 1 bathroom, a living room and a study, together of course with your kitchen. But this time the stairs, you may have seen it already, are in the study room. So it's like you have a room for your stairs, but they turn it into a study. I did this little thing that you see me working on now, a little build next to build, like build on the house area. I really don't know what it is called, but like just an area that is fully glass, and that you can go outside and then go inside, pull off your shoes, so the rest of the house doesn't get dirty, you know. It is of glass. I don't know if I keep it that way. Yeah, I keep it that way. I connect these two, and then we have just a fun area. And I'm really thinking of what I should tell next about this build. Oh yeah, so the house is actually closed off in the sense that the back of the build is a fully fenced area. So you can, like, if you have a story which you have a cat or a dog that doesn't leave the house from the front, you can leave them perfectly outside in the back without worrying that they walk away. So in actual life, some people do that they cannot leave the garden, or at least cannot leave the house but can go into the garden. But I try to keep the back more natural, because you see that the front is quite cluttered, and we do have some clutter areas in the back, but it's not like, we do have some just plain grass fields that is not too overly done, because I think in a garden a grass field is beautiful. Somehow in The Sims I don't like it that much, because of, I don't know, because isn't any depth to it. And we do have like these grass things, but they are not as pretty as it should be. So yeah, that's that. So here I'm walking around the house trying to make sense of the windows. Sometimes people do that before the house, but I want to make a sense within the rooms, within everything. So it's not just for looks outside, but inside it does make sense as well. So I was kind of like, when I was building this, I was kind of forgetting about the back of the build, because I spent so much time on the front of the house, which I normally don't do, that I was like, shit, we still have a whole garden area. And I like to do the outside first and then go to the inside. But basically the back of the house does have, what does it have? It has 2 sitting areas, one in the shadow there and one on the grass, which is actually like paved. We have a little pond in the back. We have some flower elements going on here and there, but there's nothing too crazy going on in the back. I wanted to keep it clean. I wanted to make it functional, like that you have your kid. Like, I actually built this room to a teenager. I'm not sure, because I have been building quite some things and been playing, so I'm not sure. I believe I built it on a teenager level. Yeah, so if you will actually be playing in the grass is a second thing, but I think you can always play football with some friends. So it's nice to have a bit of a place where you can go and just enjoy. Or maybe you go grab a towel and go lay in the grass. You don't know. But I wanted to have plenty of enough space to work with yourself, if you know what I'm getting at. So yeah, here I'm going back again with the flower arrangement. So I see a lot of people working with these, how would you say it, green with the yellow flowery moments. But if you've been here since The Sims 1, right, since The Sims 1, you know that there were these square flower beds, and I've been actually using that in the back to arrange a little bit. So you saw that on the right side, that it actually looks pretty good. If you manage to go through a couple of colors, it actually looks like one big flower bed, and I really adore that. So I think I'm not sure if I use the same here, because here I'm using the bigger ones, but I'm using more of the lowered flowers because I think it turns out really cute. What I also try to do the whole time is go lower with your camera, look if it makes sense, because some flowers are higher, some are lower, so it doesn't make sense if you put really high flowers up front and then really low flowers in the back of your garden area. Because sometimes I watch people's videos and I think like, it's very beautiful color-wise, and it's just beautiful. But I don't think in real life you will be able to see it, and I think that is very, very sad. So if you never thought about that, maybe do it the next time, so it will be looking both great from the screenshots, in playing, and like just everything. Just, I'm trying to get more attention to detail, so just sharing that with you guys. But yeah, as you can see, I've been 10 minutes of this video is actually me trying to decorate the outside. So please let me know what you think, how I did on this outside. I wanted to keep it both clean and usable and fun. Like, we put that rack outside with everything to tend your garden, and just those little elements, I want to keep it in there. So yeah, if you like it, please let me know. So back to the inside of the build, or back to finally starting at the inside. Um, if people are gonna hate on the pattern I used in the kitchen, I'm very sorry, but I simply love it. It takes me back to Greece. It takes me back to early days, if you know what I mean. It's so stunning and I think so classical. So for a classical build like this, like, see how I did the porches with the detailing. It just belongs together. It's just cute and style and everything. So yeah, here you see the entry of the house and at the same time the living room. So this was the most challenging room together with the kitchen of the whole house, because I made a very hard floor plan. So if you guys would like to do, you can download this house and make a new, not a new floor plan, but make new rooms. So how would you have dealt with these rooms? Because it's difficult. So as you can see here, we have the living room and you see it's quite narrow. So I worked around it with a tinier TV, so it's less massive. Only one couch, so if you have friends over or anything, they're not necessary. But alright, so I try to decorate it cutely. We have a shelf for the books. We have a big cabinet, if it's called, it's not called a cabinet. I still need to Google the word, sorry guys. For like that you get with seasons, like the lower one with the dishes. That one is actually put in for decoration, that it looks more, yeah, that one. More decorated, more lived in, more realistic. So I used that to make it look a bit prettier, and I wanted to make it cozy with lightning. Don't go too broad with everything, just keep it not too crowded because it is already tiny, but just enough to make it lived in. So I tried to think that these are actually book freaks, so you have two, well actually 3 bookshelves, and because it's actually quite high, I wanted to decorate the under layer, yeah, not under layer really, but the under the bookshelf. So I tried to use those 3 pot plants. I saw someone else use it the other time, I think before windows or something else, but I think it worked out really well, so I wanted to try that out. And actually I leave the room with that. So I did put up the cushions to actually create another seating space, but it's not that much again. So here's the study room, and as you can see, it's very tiny, but I think it's actually one of the cutest rooms in the house. Now it looks like absolute shit, but you will see that it will become better, because I do put a seat in there with some decoration, with some books, and it actually makes it cozy, but not too crazy. So you see some books maybe from the bookshelf that are in there, they've thrown it under there. There's some lighting, so it's actually a seating area to read, so it makes more sense. And yeah, I really like this room. So if you have the time and you've seen the full video, what room is your favorite? Let me know in the comments and tell me why, because maybe I can use it as inspiration for other rooms. So that's that. And if you have been sneak peeking to the kitchen, like the space of the kitchen, it's awkward, right? So I was thinking like, shit, I don't have any place for a dining table. So I managed to change that. Well, I just put in a breakfast bar, more likely they can eat on there, but it's not very convenient, guys, sorry. But overall, although it's very crowded, I think the looks of it is pretty okay. So if you have a different opinion about it or think I could have done things differently, let me know. But I think it was very cute and challenging to pop in those colors, the green and the yellow, because we have yellow in the living room as well, and green and orange, so it actually makes sense to the rest of the house. But I think in real life you also sometimes have kitchens that are really weirdly formed, or have rooms that are very, very weird, and I just wanted to make it like show that although you have weird space, you can still have a cute area. So I think your Sims can still go around everything it's still good to go, you know. It's usable, it's fine, it's only very different than you would normally do. So I like to do builds like very spacious, very luxurious, and then you can do whatever you want. But I think these builds are very cute too, because they're challenging, they're a bit different, they're just, yeah, just cool. So to work around to make it more lived in, I picked out the items that I wanted to use, and as you might have noticed, I like to put them on the blower there, that it is just more, it's a logical space to put stuff in, right? So you notice that I don't put a pin in, it will be put in later. I didn't forget it, it's actually there, and after this I just put down a little bit of decoration, but not too much. So what you see is that all the places were white, and I thought like, I started working with white walls, but it will be so much better if I just pop in a pop of color here and there. So in the end screenshot you will see how it eventually looks. So maybe there are some new simmers on this channel, I'm not sure, because of course the sim was relatively new. You have been able to download the Sims base game for free. I know that you probably don't have as many packs as you see here, but if you have difficulty building or things look boring, try playing around with wallpapers, because wallpapers can make a room look so much better. So I think the rooms at itself looked okay, but if you just pick out the right wallpapers, matching wallpapers, just pop in a bit of color, like a dragon was said, like everything needs a bit of color, you will see that rooms will look way better. So if you think like, oh, I've never done this before, try doing it and try to look what is actually cool, because sometimes you will have a moment that you think like, this really doesn't suit it, but at the moment that you try it may actually suit the build very well, and I've learned that over time. And yeah, just like here, I thought that the white was too plain with the rest, so I popped in darker toned mirrors, and this also a darker toned painting, so that you pop these colors and it will actually look nice. So this is the kids room. It is actually a teenager's room. I think, yeah, purple. It can be both girl or boy, because I know guys who actually like the color purple. I'm not sure if they will actually put it in their room, but it's kind of neutral. You can put in whoever you want there, or whatever you want. It is not really determined, right? So yeah, how do you like this type of rooms? Because you can basically change up the colors, and then it's an actual boys room. You can change up the colors a bit, that it's actual girls room, but now it's not really anything. I think I made it more in the sense of a girls room, but I would say it's not really that thick line that says, oh, it's this, you know what I mean? So yeah, we're almost at the end of the video. We only have one room left to do, which is the parents' room, or the adult room, or the master bedroom, however you want to call it. And again, you say it's an odd shape, but I worked around it to make it more creative. So I did the bed not in the center, but in the center of the windows. So you create a little bit more space to the left. I think I put down a mirror in there, and at the end of the room I put some seatings. So it's actually a usable room, like I love to do them. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Leave a like, maybe a comment. And if you like my videos and you are not always updated, yeah, maybe hit that bell button to keep updated of my videos, which I manage to now upload 3 times a week. So yeah, everybody have a nice rest of the week, or the nice rest of the day. I cannot say what I want to say, but yeah, have a lovely day, have a lovely week, and I will catch you at the next video. Bye guys, love you.